back to another episode of K-Buzz. Since it is CTE week, we are going to be interviewing the CTE teachers and asking them a couple questions.
So I chose to do CTE because I had a high school teacher when I was in high school who had a great impact on my life, and I felt like it impacted every area of my life, and so I knew back then that I wanted to teach family consumer sciences.
What impact do you think it has on students?
So what I get to teach is fun because food, everybody is going to be impacted by food, whether you become a dietitian or a nutritionist or do something in the food service industry. We all have to make food every day, right? So I love that I get to teach students real life skills that impact their everyday life. And then same with child development. We all are going to be around children, whether we become parents ourselves or whether you just have nieces or nephews, cousins, friends, and neighbors. Child development affects all of us.
So, why did you start doing CTE?
We started doing CTE Week to promote our different classes that deal with CTE because all of them are electives or they give graduation credit. So we wanted to show people what they're all about.
And what impact do you think this has on the students?
I think it gives the students an idea of what is available to take. Maybe they didn't know what some classes were about and just how much fun CTE can be.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Alright, so what made you want to do your CTE class?
I felt like it was probably going to be a more hands-on class instead of just, reading and taking notes.
Alright, and what impact do you think this has on the students?
I don't know, probably a good one, hopefully. Maybe they like me.
Okay.
Why did you choose the CTE class?
I chose these business classes because I think each part of it affects the kids and there's something that you can use for the rest of your life in each of those classes.
What impact do you think it has on students?
A lot of these skills that I teach you'll be using for the rest of your life, and especially if you have an interest in owning your own business one day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so why did you choose the CTE class that you did?
So I grew up sewing. I've sewn since I was 8 years old, and so I find that super. I have a big passion with that. I also really enjoy cooking, so might as well just enhance my abilities to teach those students. And that's really much the reasons why I chose to teach what I do.
Alright, so, and what impact do you think this has on the students?
Honestly, life lessons. You guys gotta learn how to do these things, and you might as well learn early so that when you become, an adult, you have those skills.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
So why did you choose the CTE class that you teach?
So I teach digital literacy. My degree is actually in business, and so digital literacy is really about trying to teach you all the skills that you're going to need, so that if you get your first job in like a business setting or an office setting, your boss is not going to fire you so you know what you're doing when you have your job. So you can actually do the job right at the beginning instead of your boss thinking that you have no skills. The whole point of CTE in general, and I think why it's really important, is CTE is all about giving you skills that you can directly apply to the workplace. You can immediately go into the workplace and use the things that you learned in my class or in Mr. Kunzler's engineering class or in Mrs. Craig's coding class.
Alright. And what impact do you think it has on the students taking these classes?
I think it makes a huge difference. Actually, if you look at the numbers, you see that those kids who participate in CTE graduate at a lot higher rate than kids that don't. Also, CTE is important because you get to learn real skills that you can obviously see. You can go down to wood shop and you can actually make different projects, and I think that's what CTE offers that some of these other classes don't. I think that's why CTE appeals to a lot of students.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
So why did you start teaching the CTE class that you're teaching right now?
So like the classes that I teach engineering and some business classes as well as this one, digital media. I just really enjoyed these subjects, and it's been fun to kind of teach students.
Alright, and what impact do you think it has on the students taking it?
I mean, for one, you can see like with our K-Buzz episodes how well they are, and we're able to pass information that way, as well as I've had students in the past that want to become engineers or designers and different things like that.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.